Sheriff's tape recorder clicked on. The man across the table didn't flinch. "I killed my wife," he said. "I buried her in the woods behind our house." His name? Daniel Whitmore. Age 42. Math teacher. Quiet. Reserved. Never even had a parking ticket. Now, he was confessing to murder. But that wasn't the strangest part, not even close. Because exactly 12 minutes after that confession, Detective Carver's phone buzzed. A text from the victim. "I'm alive. He's lying. Subscribe to this channel now and stick around. Let's find out together how this story ends." Paige. 38th social worker. Loved dogs. Volunteered on weekends. She hadn't been seen in 5 days. Neighbors thought they were on vacation. Daniel claimed she stormed out after a fight, said she'd done it before. Only this time, she didn't come back. Now he was saying she never would. Police searched the backyard. Dogs, drones, shovels, nothing. No disturbed soil. No signs of a struggle. Still, Daniel led them to a clearing behind their property. "This is where I buried her," he said. He even pointed to the exact spot. But again, nothing, just fresh pine needles and undisturbed roots. That's when Carver's phone buzzed again. "He's setting you up." They ran a trace on the number. Prepaid burner phone. Purchased in a gas station 3 towns over. Security cam footage. A woman in a hoodie and sunglasses. Could have been Paige. Could have been anyone. But the timestamp? 30 minutes after Daniel had been in custody. He couldn't have sent it. They dug into the Whitmore's life. Perfect couple on social media. Vacations. Date nights. Couples yoga. But the deeper they went, the cracks showed. Credit card debt. 2 mortgage defaults. Paige had filed for separation twice, then withdrew it both times. Why? Nobody knew. Paige's best friend, Mara, told investigators. She was scared of him, said he was watching her, controlling her money, her emails. Why didn't she leave? She tried, but he'd show up at her job, at my house. She said he made her feel like she was the crazy one. Police reviewed security footage from the neighborhood. Daniel said Paige left at 9:45 p.m. Thursday night. But no footage showed her leaving. At all. Just Daniel. Going in and out. Into the garage. To the backyard. To the woods. Back again. Behind the shed, police found a single muddy footprint. Too small to be Daniel's. Barefoot. Fresh. But no matching prints in any missing persons database. And no blood, just that one print, facing away from the house. 2 days later, Daniel asked to speak to Detective Carver again. "I lied," he said. "She's not buried. I didn't kill her. I helped her disappear." "Why?" "She wanted out. Said someone was after her. She made me promise to keep it quiet." "So which story's true?" Carver asked. Daniel looked him dead in the eye. "Both." Bank records showed Paige withdrew $3,000 in cash 5 days before disappearing. No activity since. No phone pings. No hotel check-ins. But an Uber driver came forward. He remembered a woman matching Paige's description. Dropped her off at an abandoned motel on Route 16. That was 3 days ago. Room 6 had no guest records, no electronic keycard system, just a busted lock and a creaky bed frame. Inside the room, Nothing, except a photo. Daniel and Paige. Framed, crooked. The glass cracked. Why would she take that with her? Records surfaced. In 2007, Daniel was accused of stalking a co-worker. Charges dropped. In 2012, a restraining order. Filed, then mysteriously withdrawn. Detective Carver began to wonder, was Paige really the one on the run? Or was Daniel building a story, piece by piece? Paige had a therapist, Dr. Elaine Mercer. Confidentiality kept her quiet until police got a warrant. Notes revealed chilling entries. He watches me sleep. I think he's drugging me. If I vanish, check the garage. That same day, they searched the garage again. This time, they found traces of ketamine. There was one room left. The basement. Daniel said it flooded last year and was sealed off. Detectives broke the lock. Inside, Moldavian peeling paint, an old mattress, and taped to the wall, a note written in Paige's handwriting. If you're reading this, help me. He's going to kill me. Then came the call. From a burner phone, blocked number. A voice whispered, "You're chasing the wrong man. Daniel's the distraction." Then, dial tone. The tech team traced the call. It pinged from 3 different towers. At the same time, someone was using a spoofing device. Someone who knew how to hide. The burner phone used to text Detective Carver. Its IMEI had been linked to another case, 3 years ago. A missing woman, Kara Linwood, same pattern, vanished after reporting her husband. Then, texts, letters, false leads. Eventually, her body was found 100 miles away, burned beyond recognition. Carver dug deeper. Paige and Kara, they worked at the same clinic, same office, same cubicle row, and both had once dated. The same man, not Daniel, Nate Kessler, tall, charismatic, EMT, and completely off the radar. Nate had changed his name 2 years ago, now went by Evan Riker, lived 2 towns over, ran a small tech repair shop. The address on file? The same motel Paige was last seen entering. They returned to room 6, this time with a black light. Walls lit up, blood spray, smears, footprints. DNA testing began. But even before the results came in, a match hit the system. Kara Linwood's blood in Paige's motel room. Daniel refused to talk, didn't ask for a lawyer, didn't ask to leave. He just sat still. "I know what I did," he said, "but I don't think I know why." A tip came in, an anonymous note. "Check locker 142, Maple Ridge Storage." Inside, women's clothing, dozens of IDs, fake passports, burner phones, and a notebook full of detailed surveillance logs of Paige, of Mara, of Dr. Mercer. Inside the notebook, photos. Paige tied to a chair, eyes wide, alive, and behind her, a man, not Daniel, not Evan, someone else, smiling. Police raided Evan Riker's home, empty, dusty, like it hadn't been lived in, except for one thing. In the fireplace, a burned photo. Only the eyes remained. Carver recognized them. They were pages. That night, another message. Burner phone. Just numbers. GPS coordinates. A forest clearing, 20 miles out. They arrived at dawn. No one there. Just a shovel, fresh dirt, and a shoe. The shoe matched pages. Blood on the sole. No body. But buried nearby, a phone. Burned. But the SIM card? Still intact. The phone had one video. Low light. Grainy. A man's voice. Say it. Paige's voice. I'm Paige Whitmore. If you're seeing this, I'm probably dead. And then screams. Cut to black. Blood from the motel, the shoe, and the garage. All matched Paige. Still, no body, no official death. Just evidence, tons of it, and still, no one under arrest. Facial recognition finally tagged the man in the photo. Alex Crosswell, convicted kidnapper, released 5 years ago. Off-grid since. Last seen with Evan Riker. Roommates, friends, accomplices. Then, Carver's phone buzzed. Unknown number. One line. Ask Daniel about the firewood. They returned to the Whitmore house. Out back, under the firewood stack. Concrete. Carver tapped. Hollow. They drilled through. Underneath, a crawl space. Blankets. Food. Chains. And long red hair. Paige, starved, bruised, weak, but alive. Eyes wide with recognition. First word she whispered, "Run," as medics loaded Paige into the ambulance. Carver glanced at the woods. A silhouette moved behind the pines. Camera footage later confirmed it. Someone had been watching the entire rescue, and he wasn't alone. The screen fades to black. Detective Ray Carter's phone lit up again. Another message. Same number. Same chilling calm. "You missed something in the basement." Ray drove back to the Montgomery house, alone. He wasn't waiting for backup this time. Basement light flickered. Dust swirled. Ray's flashlight caught the corner. Floorboards, freshly patched. He pried them up. Wood creaked. And beneath, a plastic container wrapped in duct tape. Heavy. He peeled it open. Clothes. Women's clothing. Torn. Blood-stained. And a phone. Ray powered it on. Battery. Dead. He bagged it, rushed it to the lab. Analyst plugged it in. The lock screen glowed. One face, Jennifer Montgomery, smiling, alive. The timestamp, 1 week after her death. Jason Montgomery remained in custody. His lawyer panicked. This changes everything. But Jason, unbothered. "Then find her," he said. "She'll tell you I killed her." Ray called Jennifer's sister. "Has she contacted you?" Number nothing since that night. "What night?" A pause. "The night she ran. She said she wasn't safe." The lab unlocked the phone. Thousands of messages. All to one number, never saved. And every text, her words, her voice. He knows. He watches me sleep. If anything happens to me, it's him. A final video. Jennifer, shaky hands, whispering into the camera. "Jason, if you're watching this, I tried." Behind her, suitcases. And in the background, a motel room, numbered key, motel star view. Ray froze. That motel was 5 miles from where her car was found. They pulled the motel registry. Jennifer Montgomery. Checked in under her maiden name, Jen Walters. Room 14. Paid in cash. Dated 2 days after Jason's confession. The room was clean now. Too clean. But hidden behind the wall vent? A scarf, her scent, and a phone charger. Ray knew she had stayed here, willingly, secretly. But why? Back at the precinct, Jason made a request. "I want to change my plea." "To what?" the prosecutor asked. Jason smiled. "Innocent." The press went wild. Husband confesses to murder, then says he lied. Is Jennifer still alive? The case turning upside down. The court postponed trial, but Jason stayed locked up, for now. Then Ray got a tip. Anonymous, a voice-modulated call. "She's alive, and not alone." Ray recorded it, tracked the signal. It bounced. From New Mexico. They searched shelters, clinics, halfway houses. No Jennifer. But in Albuquerque, a nurse came forward. "She looked like that photo," she said. "She was bruised, silent, scared." "What name did she give?" "Claire Walters." They pulled the intake forms. Same handwriting, same signature curve. And on the back, a scribble. "Don't trust the man in uniform." Ray blinked. He was the man in uniform. 2 days later, a break-in. Police report. Small storage unit in Las Cruces. Nothing stolen, but cameras caught her. Jennifer, hair dyed, hoodie on, but unmistakable. And she wasn't alone. A man. Much older. Military stance. Ray ran facial recognition. David Kellerman, discharged Navy. Last seen in Arizona. Connection? Kellerman once worked security for Jason's company. Ray pulled financial records. Jennifer had no bank activity, no cards. But Kellerman? Cashed checks. Small amounts. All from a third-party contractor tied to Jason's offshore account. Jason wasn't just involved. He was funding her hideout. Ray confronted him. Jason leaned back, eyes gleaming. "She begged me to let her go." "Why?" "Because the truth is worse than murder." In court filings, Jason's team presented new evidence. Emails, signed agreements. Jennifer wanted out of the marriage, claimed she feared exposure. What exposure? That was redacted. Ray met Jennifer's old friend, Tara. "You want to know what scared her?" "Yes." "She found something on Jason's laptop." "What?" Tara swallowed hard. "A video, not of her, of someone else." The girl in the video? Unidentified, bound, crying, timestamp, 2012. Ray's stomach turned. Jason hadn't just been abusive. He was hiding something darker. Ray subpoenaed the full laptop, recovered deleted files, 12 folders, all encrypted, one labeled Garden. Inside, surveillance footage of Jennifer, sleeping, showering, reading, years of it. He'd been watching her, the entire marriage. Ray reached out to the FBI's cyber unit. "Can you crack this?" One agent said, "We already have." They had Jason on multiple counts of digital stalking. But what about murder? Still no proof. Then, another tip, same modulated voice. "She's near Santa Fe. She wants to come in." Ray gave a burner number. "If she calls, I'll be there." Midnight. Phone rang. Static. Then, "Ray." His breath caught. "Jennifer?" Silence. I can't run anymore." "Where are you?" A sob. "I'm ready to tell the truth." They met at a diner off Route 66. She walked in slowly. Hair cropped, thin, pale, but her eyes determined. Ray sat across from her. "Start from the beginning." Jennifer told it all. Jason never hit her. He didn't have to. He filmed her, followed her, controlled her every move. And when she found the videos, he offered her a deal: disappear or die. She chose to vanish. He paid Kellerman to move her, made it look like a murder, then turned himself in to control the narrative. "I begged him to let me go," she said. "He said, 'Only if I get to be the victim.'" Ray asked, "Why confess now?" She slid a photo across the table. A little girl, maybe 5. "My daughter," she said. "His daughter." Ray's pulse spiked. "She doesn't know him, and she never will." Jennifer agreed to testify. The court went into lockdown. Trial resumed. Jason's face stone cold until Jennifer walked in, alive and ready. The jury gasped. Jason's defense crumbled. Charges elevated. Trial delayed. Now charged with attempted murder, coercion, stalking, and more. But then, he leaned into the mic and whispered, "She wasn't the only one." Ray froze. "What did you say?" Jason smiled. "You should have checked the tapes labeled Garden 2. Fade out." By dawn, the town of Dyer's Hollow wasn't sleeping. The story had spread. The woman presumed dead for 2 years had just sent a text. And the man who confessed to killing her was locked in a cell, waiting for trial. Detective Lena Moore barely blinked as she stared at the message on her phone. It wasn't just a name. It wasn't just a burner. It was her, Madison Lane. And the timestamp? 2 hours ago. "Either she's alive," Lena whispered, "or someone wants us to think she is." She looked back at the cell footage. Tom Lane, gripping his head, mumbling the words he'd been saying since day one. "I had no choice." Lena requested a digital trace. The message pinged from a tower 3 counties east. Rural, sparse population. It triangulated to a single property, an abandoned church. They arrived just after sunrise. Crows scattered from the steeple as Lena's team moved in. The church smelled of dust and rot. But someone had been here. Footprints, still fresh. And in the back room, a mattress, torn, a phone, dead battery, and on the wall, written in red ink, "He didn't lie, I just couldn't leave." Lena stepped out, her mind racing. Why would Madison stay hidden? If Tom didn't kill her, why the confession? They traced the ink, specialized pigment, only used in secure psychiatric hospitals. Lena ordered a cross-check of all facilities within a 100-mile radius. Only one had an order for that exact pigment, and only one had a patient admitted under the initials ML. The hospital director hesitated. She's not well, he said. Lena insisted, and when the door opened, there she was, Madison Lane, pale, thin, but alive, staring blankly out the window. Her wrists bore faint scars. She was dropped off anonymously, the doctor said. No ID, no history. We took her in. Lena sat beside her. Madison, do you remember me? A slow blink. Then, you found him? Lena nodded. He said he killed you. Madison laughed, a hollow, broken sound. He killed who I was, she said, but I'm still breathing. Lena made the call. Tom Lane was released the next morning. But freedom didn't feel like relief. He was broken. I thought I was protecting her, he whispered. I didn't know she'd end up like that. He wasn't innocent. Not really. He'd staged her death, left her in the care of people who promised help, sanctuary. But instead, she was institutionalized, drugged, silenced, because of him. Madison agreed to testify, not against Tom, but against the people who kept her locked away, the private care group, their ties to wealthy donors, their quiet deals. The case exploded. A year later, Madison published a memoir, Buried Breathing. She never reunited with Tom. Their last moment together? Silence. No apology, no blame. Just two people, changed by everything.